Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. The National Enquirer. Now, when we talk about the National Enquirer, we know that you have to take everything with a grain of salt. Obviously, this tabloid newspaper, the one that is on supermarket checkouts across the world, a lot of stuff in there is like, really? That? Okay, then people believe this stuff? But the National Enquirer has actually had some very top level of success through its very long, nearly 100-year lifespan. In 2026, it will be around for 100 years. Now, you don't stay around for that long if you don't actually put out some good things here and there. But obviously, what we are going to be talking about, that a story has appeared in the latest edition of the National Enquirer. The one is actually scheduled, October 30th will be the date on it. And back in 2010, the National Enquirer was actually having speculation running rampant that it was actually going to get or be nominated for the Pulitzer Prize. Obviously, the Pulitzer Prize is one of the hugest awards anyone could ever get. And this was going to be for investigative journalism, if you can actually believe that as well. But this was regarding the John Edwards story, where in 2008, he was up for running for president, but the National Enquirer brought out all these stories, exclusive after exclusive, stating that he actually fathered children and he was denying everything, saying everyone's lying, I don't know this person, I don't know these. Then he came out and admitted to it, because stories and photos just kept showing up. But what we are going to be talking about today is this. So this is the last week's edition, which actually had a little segment on AH, as you can see by there. National Enquirer, Twisted Secret Stars, Don't Want You to Know. You got Britney, you got Pitts, you got Chris Brown, Jason Aldean, Kylie Richards, and as you can see down by there, AH. Hollywood Beaters and Cheaters. But that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at this story, which is going to be in the newer edition of it, which is out this week. Aquaman scandal lands her in hot water. It does say a lot of the things that we've already gone over, regarding the Elon Musk thing, but there's something towards the end of the article which is like, oh wow, okay, that's what she was going to do, which is absolutely just mind-blowing and insane. Hollywood outcast AH has suffered fresh humiliation after the bombshell investigation revealed she tried to torpedo Aquaman co-star Jason Momoa following her reputation-wrecking split with ex-hubby Johnny Depp in 2016, only for her twisted scheme to sink like a rock, sources spill. AH-37, who played Sea Siren Mera, was so unpopular on the set of the 2018 movie, and her chemistry with screen superstar Momoa 44 was so lackluster, bosses wanted to jettison her from its sequel, Spies Squeal. And if you remember, we actually had Walter Hamada, the president of DC Films at the time. He actually said in court last year the following.
Have you ever spoken with Jason Momoa about any issues relating to chemistry between he and Amber Heard?
Yes.
When did you speak with Jason Momoa about chemistry issues between he and Amber Heard?
It would have been in that same time period where we were prior to green light of the movie.
All right. What, if anything, did Rob Cowan say to you about chemistry? What specifically about the chemistry between Amber Heard and Jason Momoa?
Just the fact that they didn't really have a lot of chemistry together.
But obviously, with all of this now, she got wind of everything. And this is before, obviously, the court trial, because filming finished at the start of 2022 for Aquaman 2. Tipsters Tattle AH got wind of the plan, and she called on billionaire ex-boyfriend Elon Musk to bully the movie makers into keeping her on board for Aquaman 2, which, again, we have already talked about. It was the scorched earth letter to Warner Brothers, threatening to burn the house down. Oops, excuse me, wrong one. If his one-time gal pal got canned. Newly unearthed paperwork also shows she became convinced muscle-bound Momoa was to blame. She slammed him during sessions with a therapist by labeling him a vile drunk with a creepy obsession with Pirates of the Caribbean sea dog Johnny Depp. However, movie executives now publicly insist the muscle man conducted himself in a professional manner at all times, which we've already gone on. And it says by here, obviously, that the unproven accusations about the Game of Thrones hunk were revealed in documents related to the blonde blabbermouth's contentious 2022 court battle with Johnny Depp. City of Leicester sued his former wife for 15 months for defamation after she publicly called herself a DV victim. Obviously, it goes on about Virginia jury ruled in his favour and initially awarded him $15 million in damages, despite him earlier losing a libel suit against a UK paper that bashed him as this. And obviously he denied everything, and to be honest with you, we saw all the evidence. She had mountains and mountains of evidence which were going to prove that she was the victim, but none of that ever came out. Now, it does go on to say regarding it, obviously, a source spills the damning documents show that the crybaby, who fled America to live in Spain after a crushing legal defeat, whining about Aquaman's work atmosphere and charging intoxicated Momoa dressed like Depp and pushed to have her booted. Now, this is where it all comes in. The disturbing allegations would have been used in a dirt dossier to sue her then bosses if she was axed from the franchise. This woman wanted to sue Warner Brothers and Jason Momoa. Yes. So, with this by here now, it's like, okay then. And like I said, it's the National Enquirer. We haven't really heard this anywhere else. However, this doesn't surprise me because we've seen in court documents, and also Warner Brothers came out and they've all done it as well. She literally had Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, send them a threatening letter. If you fire her, I will burn the house down. You know, it's like, well, okay, we know that's true. And to be honest with you, she probably was going to sue Warner Brothers. And obviously the court case came and everything else, found out that she is a liar, and now she's living her life in Spain. But it's absolutely crazy because it does go on. An insider confides, Amber will be spitting blood about these details being made public. It's a huge kick in the teeth and a big blow as far as any distant dream she may still harbour about reinventing herself in Hollywood. Jason is understandably furious, and if she did go over her boss's heads by calling in that favour from Elon, then it's an extremely bad look, which it very true is. And it's in this edition of the National Enquirer that's coming out soon. Can't really blow it up for you. I do apologise for that. But yeah, it makes you think, because it's the National Enquirer for one, and it's like, really? You know, this thing that said that, you know, people had UFOs abducting their baby and they returned a cow in the, you know, in exchange for it and all this kind of stuff. But with that there, that does actually ring true the type of person that AH is. Wouldn't surprise me if she did try and get Momoa fired. And she probably was going to sue Warner Brothers. And it just wouldn't have gone well for her, because obviously we've seen in the documents and everything else on the Fairfax County website for the court, there's emails to her, and the headlines are there, what's actually enclosed in those emails, which are, change this, we've got this, new addition, mirror added or mirror taken out of this scene or whatever. We've seen it all. And it's like, okay. But obviously with the way she has done this now, this is going to end her career. I really do think that. And by going out of her way to try and sue Warner Brothers, yeah. No company is going to look at her and be like, oh, so she tried suing Warner Brothers. We'll hire her now. Ain't going to happen. But ladies and gents, if you are new to the channel, please let me know what you think of this down below. Hit that subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things that you normally do. Let me know what you think of this situation, and I'll see you all soon.